Okay, now welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're back here at this ash wood, and I got a few things to say about it. I wanted to get some work done on trying to split this stuff now, and I brought the Power Connects 30-ton log splitter. It's got a full tank of gas, and I'm thinking about selling that thing, so I want to burn some of the gas out of it and everything. And these are some big rounds. The bigger wedge may come in handy on busting these large rounds in half. I'm going to have to put it in vertical mode, because these are pretty heavy now and I don't really want to lift them. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be busting all of these in half. The next thing I wanted to mention is it's hard to tell how dirty this ash wood is. You can see it on this one. I might zoom in on it now for you guys, but I had my Stihl 462 and I put that saw on that damn ash wood, and I mean, it was like I had a butter knife or something. It was just spinning around in circles, and the saw wasn't even sinking down into the wood. It was horrible. So I said, well, okay, I'm gonna have to sharpen my saw. I want to get some of this done. I was determined. So I took that Stihl 462, hand filed it out here in the field, got my back all sore. You know how it's very uncomfortable to hand file that thing, sitting on a piece of wood with it going back and forth and everything. That's just the way I did it. I kind of found a little anchor in these logs so the bar wouldn't move too much, but it was still moving, and I was sore. It's a bad deal. So I spent 20 or 30 minutes sharpening that whole damn saw. I said, okay, now I'm ready. Brought it back over to this ash wood, and I've cut some of this wood before, so this is why it's weird. I didn't have any problems, but they're all different. These logs are the ones that are down in the mud now. I put that brand new sharpened chain back on it again. I got about halfway through the wood, and it just started doing the same thing. Wouldn't cut worth a damn. It was just, I mean, just fighting it. You could just sit there and wrench on the damn thing and just wah, 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 wah. Not doing anything. And I said, okay, that's not going to work. I am really determined now. So I have a brand new chain. I did a video on those chains that I bought. I had that brand new full chisel skip chain in my truck. I said, I'm just going to throw a new chain on. I probably got this chain a little bit out of whack. The rakers may not be perfect. I don't have my raker gauge. I'll just put a brand new chain on and cut this damn wood. Well, I put the brand new chain, $24 worth, came back over, and I got again about halfway through one of these rounds, and it was not cutting again hardly at all. It was terrible. So I fought my way through however many bucks this is, 8 or 10 bucks of that, and there is mud all over this crap. And by the time I was done, I looked at that chain, and I've already sharpened it again. I took it home. It was tore up. A brand new chain out of the box. I mean, the top plates were just jagged and broke off and muddy, and I didn't even get 2 minutes out of that chain. This wood is that bad. It was terrible. It ruined that chain, just wrecked it. $24, and that was kind of depressing. So I'm determined to get some money back out of this wood now. So I fought all the way through this and got it done, and then I took that brand new chain home and I sharpened it. So hopefully I got it good now. I gave it a hand file just so I could really get a good touch on it and try not to take too much metal out and see what's going on. That's just what I decided to do. So that was kind of disappointing. If anybody sharpens chains and cuts muddy wood, you know how that goes. And so that's a long backstory. Because of all of that, because of what I just said, I brought this little tiny MS 180 today, and I'll try to zoom in on the chain. It's almost nothing. I talk about chains all the time because if you run a chainsaw, it's just part of it. It's never ending with sharpening the chains. I mean, you sharpen it and you might get 2 or 3 tanks of gas out of it. Is about as good as you can go. And even if you don't hit any mud or anything, you still got to sharpen it. And if you hit mud, it's done instantly. So I brought this little thing. It's got a cheap chain. They're not as expensive. I have 3 other backup chains, but this chain that's on here is a total piece of junk. I'll try to show you. I mean, it's basically gone. So I'll be amazed if it cuts at all. But I wanted to finish up this other log. If you can see behind me, there's one more piece of wood there, and I wanted to try to buck that up. So I might just go ahead and fire this 180 up just to get some laughs out of it. Y'all might enjoy seeing if it's gonna cut or not. Let me know what you think. But I'm gonna try to split this wood today. or excuse me, I am gonna split this wood, and we're gonna try to buck up that ash log and get the rest of that bucked up, because I'm just determined, you know what I'm saying? I'm undaunted, I think is the word. And so let's see if this little piece of crap chain will do anything in that on that wood, and then I'll move on to splitting it. So let me see if I can zoom in and show you guys what this chain even looks like. I'll try to get a close-up of it now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I know that was a long little rant. Maybe you enjoyed it. It's got a little entertainment value. So let's see what we can do here. All right, here's that little chain, and it's hard to see, but look at those teeth. I mean, they're down pretty darn far. I have a hard time getting this camera to focus on real close-up stuff like this now, but you can see they're just little tiny triangles, and I just hit it with a Dremel real quick last night just to see if I could get one more run out of this thing. So I just hit it with a Dremel. I just tried to put a little bit of an edge on it and see if it'll work, but I mean, there's nothing here. So let's find out if this damn thing will even cut anything, and then if I have to, we might go ahead and get on with the splitting, and then at the end of the video I might put a new chain on this and try to buck up that damn wood. All right, I got my little 180 here now. I don't know if I'm in the whole picture, but let's just see what this can do. It may not do anything. It might be just kind of funny, like I said, and I didn't put my chaps on. I'm just gonna use this little tiny saw and go through here, but you know, there's something to be said. These little tiny saws are dangerous too, and oftentimes maybe even more dangerous than a big saw, because you're right up here close to the little thing, and it will kick back on you, and you're right here by your face. So they can be very dangerous as well. I just wanted to mention that. So let's see if this will do anything. I haven't started this saw in several months. She's cutting. I just got to get around this damn thing. It's a pretty big piece of wood. The things we do for $120, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get some money out of this damn wood. Now this is some dirty wood. It was getting dark the other night when I was here, but it's got mud all over it. And I'd like to be able to free some of these rounds up. They're so big, I just can't reach real good with this little saw. If I could break one of them off and take some weight out of this log to where I could roll it around, you know what I mean? There's mud all down through there. Ooh, I might have just hit it good there. Man, I'd like these things to break off. There we go. There's one of them. Get that puppy out of there. There we go. We got her. Lots of good wood in there. All right, I'm gonna sign off and finish trying to buck this up. It's getting really big down here on this flared out end. I'm gonna turn the camera off and we'll come back when I'm done and I'll show you how muddy this wood is. And we'll get to splitting it up here now. Okay, let me just show you this wood right now. I mean, it's hard to tell, but that's all mud right there on that piece of wood. It's just full of it. I mean, you just see how dusty and dirty all that stuff is. It's just full of dirt and little particles of mud. So it just tore my chain up really bad. It has a couple mushrooms on it there. And of course the bottom side is really full of mud down in there. I just wanted to kind of show y'all what I'm talking about. It's kind of deceiving because it doesn't look bad, but I mean when you look at that you think it looks like good wood, but it's had a bunch of stuff piled up on top of it. And it's in there. I mean that muddy dirt, just dust, it's just coated. So it's just like real fine grit sandpaper when you hit it with your saw. I mean, see that? Look at that. That's what those logs are just covered in. I mean, they're just covered in that fine dirt. So it's just tearing up a chain, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish out the war and take another couple bucks off that big piece of wood if I can, and we'll make some firewood out of this thing. Okay, I got this wood bucked up now, and I left this little MS-180C out here so it could shine and you could see it again. I am really impressed with how this thing did bucking up that wood. That little junk beat up chain that I sharpened one more time again was able to fight through all of this ash wood. Now that wasn't the same log as the other log. I mean, they were laying side by side on the bottom of the pile right here. They were from the same job. One log may have been dragged through the dirt or something with the crane. I don't know. So that is possible, but there's something to be said for this little saw getting more work done now. Some of these rounds were pretty big. That one back there right behind it, the stump with all that mud on it, that's a 24, 25 inch round right there. It's a big piece of wood. And that little saw has gotten through that mud, no problem, and all those logs. So what I'm gonna do now is probably sign off. Thanks for watching, and then we're gonna split this wood in the next video. I'm gonna make this into 2 videos, so stay tuned next time. We're going to bust these in half and do a little splitting. I didn't record it all because once you saw 3 or 4 bucks, nothing really changed. I just went through the rest of that log and bucked it up and got it done. It was all the same. I just had to work around it with that little saw and break this stuff up into some chunks here now. So I'm going to have to get them in half because they're so heavy. I don't want to lift all of these. There's probably 20 of them, I don't know, but I'm going to use the splitter to bust them in half because of the mud and everything too. I mean, I don't want to sit here and run my saw through this mud noodling this stuff. So I'm going to put the splitter in vertical mode next video, and we'll get these busted up. Thanks for watching.